Hi there.
Hi.
My name is Jay.
And I am Leslie.
And welcome to the Show Me Show.
Ooh, yes.
We're going to be doing a lot of interesting things about Missouri because it's a birthday.
It is the bicentennial of the state of Missouri. 200 years.
200 years ago, Missouri became a state. And so we're going to celebrate that by celebrating things that people from Missouri did, like Scott Joplin.
Yes, he wrote the music that we used when we were juggling hats. Hats are my favorite thing to juggle, but my favorite prop for today is the ice cream cone and the ice cream that is in it.
Well, what does that have to do with Missouri?
Ooh! In 1904, at the Louisiana Purchase Exhibition, also known as the World's Fair, they introduced the ice cream cone for the very first time, and it happened in St. Louis, Missouri.
All right. Well, and it's been very popular ever since.
I find it.
Oh,
there we are.
We're at the fair. All right.
Yes.
Well, it was also known as the St. Louis World's Fair. We will also play a game about quotes from famous Missourians.
There are some pretty awesome Missourians that we're going to quote. And we're going to go into outer space.
Yes, we'll take a trip to outer space.
I have a book that I will show you the book before we go into outer space together, but this is really fun. I like
Right,
this.
and that's about another famous person from Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to start it all off with a little bit about Missouri geography.
Oh, I think that's what we're going to do next.
Yes. So it's going to be about Missouri and the states that it borders, and it's kind of interesting. Leslie.
Yes, Jay.
I want to talk about geography.
I love geography.
I
I like knowing where things fit in the world.
Well, I want to talk about how states border or don't border each other.
There are two states that don't border any other states at all.
That's right. In fact, if you step aside, here's a map of the United States.
Ooh.
And you usually see those two states that don't border other states shown down there.
Where Mexico should be.
Where Mexico should be. That's,
sometimes the Gulf of Mexico, but mostly they put them in Mexico, which just doesn't make sense at all.
Well, if you have to fit it onto a page, they're kind of crummy.
Sometimes they try and fit it onto the playground, and there's plenty of room on the playground, and they just don't put them where they should be.
Those two states, of course, are Alaska and Hawaii.
They do not attach anywhere to the contiguous United States.
Ooh, good word, contiguous.
It just means they're all mushed together.
That's right. So, but to put them to their right size and their right location, first we're going to make the contiguous 48 a little bit smaller. Then Alaska is going to get bigger.
It goes way up
and
there.
go way up there.
Yeah.
And Hawaii actually stretches out a long way.
It's lots and lots of
And
islands.
it's going to go clear out
way
of our frame.
over there in the Pacific Ocean.
You wouldn't see it, and south. It's a long way away. But Alaska, it's interesting. If you want to compare it to the contiguous 48 states,
I like that.
Here, I'm going to change its color.
Okay.
And bring it down
Oh.
so that we can see it there.
Oh, my. Oh, Alaska goes all the way from Texas to Minnesota. It goes from California to Florida. Oh, some of those are islands, but it is massive in size.
It's very, very big. But I also want to talk about Missouri in particular. Okay, so here we've got Missouri.
Alaska back where it belongs.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay. So Missouri is more or less in the middle of the contiguous United States.
Mm-hmm. And Missouri is one of two states that border 8 other states.
That's a lot of other states.
It's the most that any states border.
So they're like a tie for first.
They're in a tie for first of bordering the most states. They both border 8 states. Yeah. And the other state that borders 8 states borders Missouri. Can you figure out what it is?
So they border each other.
They border each other.
Okay. So we'll start with Missouri. And it's not Kansas. Kansas is where I was born.
Yeah, Kansas borders Missouri,
I've lived in Missouri too, but Kansas is where I was, but it's not Kansas.
It doesn't border 8 other states.
Okay,
no.
I was born in Iowa.
Iowa is another one. Okay.
That's where you were born.
I was born in Iowa.
But it's not Iowa.
It's not Iowa.
And you were raised in Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah, Nebraska.
Okay, so it's not Kansas or Nebraska or Iowa. Over here we have Illinois. Whoa, land of Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay.
That also borders Missouri, but it's not Illinois.
No. Okay. We have Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky.
Kentucky. A little bit of Kentucky borders,
Smidgen of Kentucky.
just borders Missouri, but Kentucky does not border 8 other states, so it's not Kentucky.
Okay, so south of Missouri is Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes, that's another one that borders Missouri, but it's not the one.
It's not the one. Okay, so between Arkansas and we have Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yes,
where the
Oklahoma
wind blows
borders
everything
Missouri,
around.
but it's not Oklahoma.
It's not Oklahoma.
No, you've named all of them except the one that also borders 8 states.
So we have Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Ding, 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 ding.
Tennessee.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
Oh, and
Tennessee.
I have an aunt and some cousins who live in Tennessee.
Tennessee is the other state that borders 8 states.
And that would like make up most of the center of the country.
Right, because Tennessee not only borders Arkansas, Missouri, and Kentucky, but also Virginia and North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi.
Oh my! I do like geography, Jay. And if you take Missouri out, that kind of make a ring around mostly the middle of the United States.
A ring.
I know. Yes, I kind of like that.
Hey, that reminds me of something that I want to show you.
Oh, okay. I like that. We're going to do something with a ring.
Yes.
Okay.
Leslie.
Yes, Jay.
I have something brand new I want to try out.
We're going to try out those?
Yes.
Oh, new juggling equipment. Okay, you stand over there. I'll stand over here. We'll pass them back and forth. We can pass them back and forth. We can go in.
No, Leslie.
We can stand side by side and juggle them, but I was thinking back and forth would be more interesting.
These are not for juggling.
Those are not for juggling.
No, they're not.
What are they for if they are not for juggling?
They're for a magic trick.
Magic?
Magic.
I love magic.
Good.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
We don't know how to do magic.
Well.
Our show is called Jay and Leslie's Laughing Matters, Mime, Juggling, and Other Nonsense.
That's true.
It doesn't say anything about magic because we don't know how to do magic.
Well, Leslie, that's before now. You see, I've learned to do one magic trick.
You learned to do one magic trick?
I did.
Oh.
Yes.
How did you learn to do a magic trick?
I got a book about magic from the library.
From the library? Oh, in the nonfiction section. The 793s. That's where you can find books about magic. I love the 793s.
Yeah.
You find books about magic and games and sports and theater and juggling too.
Oh, yeah. I love the 790s.
You learned how to do a magic trick from the library?
Yes, and I want to try it out right now. So,
okay.
There we go. And Leslie, besides that,
yeah,
can't magic be part of the other nonsense?
I always thought the other nonsense was when you were talking, Jay.
Well, do you want to see this?
Very much.
Okay. All right. You go over there and just watch.
Okay.
Gonna do a trick for you using these. Not all of them at first. And the way... oh, dear. Leslie.
Yes, Jay?
Could you stand here next to me?
You want me to stand here?
Yes, I need you here. Yes.
Okay.
I need you here because you're going to be my assistant for the trick.
I get to be the magician's assistant?
Yes.
I get to be the magician's assistant?
Good.
Magicians always have lovely assistants. Do you think that I am lovely?
Yes. So, of course, yeah, sure. You're my lovely assistant.
I'm lovely. I like that.
Wait a minute. What?
You're not going to saw me in half, are you? They do that to their lovely assistants sometimes.
No, I am not going to saw you in half.
You're not going to stick swords in me.
No, I am not going to stick swords in you.
You're not going to make me disappear.
Oh.
You're not.
No, I will not make you disappear.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Well, it's easy. You stand there.
I can do that.
And you hold these when I'm not using them.
Magic. I love magic.
Yeah, but I'm using them.
Oh, sorry.
I want to show everybody what we have.
We have rings.
Well, yeah, they see that we have rings.
Well, they are round, and there's a hole in the middle of them.
You know, those are the best kind of rings.
They've always always been my favorite.
Folks, we have here 1, 2, 3,
4 magical rings.
4 rings.
4 magical rings. If you're going to do magic, you have to use your magical voice.
4 magical rings.
We'll work on that.
Each ring is made of solid steel.
And you can see right through them.
Yeah, must be the amazing hole in the middle.
Yes, it is.
Could I have another ring, please?
Yes, you may.
There we go. I will now. Leslie.
Yes, Jay?
Could you hold the rings down there instead?
Down there.
Down there, that's better. Thank you.
Okay.
I will now. Okay. Thank you for holding the rings down there.
You are welcome.
But please do not look through the rings.
Do not look through the rings.
No.
But it's more interesting when I'm looking through the rings.
Well, I know, but everybody was looking at you.
Oh.
No, they're supposed to look at me. I'm the magician.
That's right.
You're the assistant.
I am the lovely assistant.
You're the lovely assistant.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, that part was good.
You like that?
That was like a lovely assistant pose.
Would you like for me to do a lovely assistant pose?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have seen enough lovely assistants and their magicians to know that it is the lovely assistant's job to point to the magician and smile at the audience.
Fine. That'll be fine. I'm going to magically link 2 of the rings together.
So they're connected.
So that they are connected.
Wow.
All right.
What magic words are you going to use? I should know since I am assisting.
Good question. But I don't use a magic word.
You don't use a magic word?
Nope.
How do you do the magic if you don't use a magic word?
I just do it.
How do you do it?
No, you see, you don't need a magic word when you do magic.
I thought that a magician used a magic word to do magic with.
Yeah, well, that's what they want you to think.
That's what I thought.
Here, just watch me. You'll see how it works.
Oh, okay. Magic by Jay and his lovely assistant, Leslie. Oh, magic. I love magic. It didn't work.
Yes, Leslie, I can see that.
Jay, so can everybody else.
Fine, we saw that it didn't work.
Yeah, we saw it didn't work.
But I'm not giving up. I'm going to try again.
Oh, okay, that's good. Magic by Jay, part 2.
Right.
Maybe what you need are 2 magic words? You have 2 things you want to get together? Oh, I would be happy to help you.
No, the magic words don't do anything.
I think you're wrong about that. I think that when a magician says magic words like alakazam, kalamazoo, that the magic has to happen. That's why they call them magic words.
That's not it. No, I know what...
I said alakazam, kalamazoo, and they went together, and now they're stuck.
Okay. Well, I need those.
This one is stuck inside that one, and that one is stuck inside this one. They're stuck
together.
together.
I know.
They're stuck.
Here, you take these.
Well, these are not stuck.
No.
Those are stuck together. These are not.
Right. We have 2 rings that are together because Leslie got kind of lucky.
Oh, I don't think it was the luck check. I think it was the magic word. If I hadn't said alakazam, kalamazoo, I don't think those would have gone together.
No, that's not it. No,
that's why they call them magic words. I said alakazam, kalamazoo, and they were together.
All right.
Now they're stuck here.
Okay, listen.
This one is stuck inside that one.
Listen, your job is to hold the rings, okay?
Don't stick together.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'm the magician.
They're stuck.
You're the assistant.
I am the lovely assistant.
You're the lovely assistant.
Thank you.
Now just hold the rings.
I will, but they're stuck together.
I know.
This one is stuck inside that one, and that one is stuck inside this one. Is stuck inside that one. Oh, sorry.
It is easy to put the rings together.
If you use the right magic words.
But it's hard to get them apart. I'll do that part for you.
You'd have to use a different magic word.
No.
Try something real standard, like abracadabra. It's a very standard magic word. If you try it, it might just
I don't think so.
come apart. I said abracadabra, they came apart. Oh.
Leslie?
Yes, Jay?
Hold these rings, please.
Certainly.
I'm going to try one more trick.
What are you going to do, Jay?
I will link all 4 rings together at the same time.
In a big, long line.
Yeah, in a big, long line.
Or possibly a short
Possibly a short clump.
It could happen.
I don't care. I just want them to go together. This is the hardest trick.
Would you like for me to do it? And I promise that I will not say a magic word.
Wait a minute. You're going to link them all 4 together.
In a big, long line.
In a big, long line.
Unless it's a short clump. I don't actually know.
Or a clump, but you are not going to say a magic word.
I will not say a magic word.
Well, how are you going to do that?
I thought that I would get somebody else to say a magic word.
Somebody else?
Yeah.
I'm the only one here.
Well,
and I am not going to say abracadabra.
They're stuck together.
Okay.
They're stuck together, Jay.
We're done.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you very much for letting me help.
Sure. I think we should play a game of Who Said It.
I came ready with some quotes of very quotable Missourians.
That's right. We're gonna. We each have some quotes by 2 people from Missouri who said very funny things. One of them on purpose, and that was Mark Twain.
Yes, Mark Twain is one of my favorite authors. He's very funny.
That's
very
right.
Humorous.
He wrote many famous novels like Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer, just for example.
And his actual name was Samuel Clemens, but Mark Twain was the name that he wrote under.
That's
Nom de plume.
Oh, Nom de plume. Oh, yes, his pen name, yes. The other Missourian who said funny things, mostly by accident, was Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra is from Missouri.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Okay.
And he was a baseball player for the New York Yankees for many years. He, in fact, won more World Series rings than any other player.
But he is from Missouri originally.
From Missouri.
Okay.
Intended to say wacky things.
All right. How is this going to work?
Okay. So we'll alternate reading a quote, and then the other person will try to guess what the quote is, and the people watching the video can guess along with us.
Okay. The more you explain it, the less I understand it.
Well, it's really, it's pretty simple. We're just going to take turns.
No. That was a quote. The more you explain it, the less I understand it. Is a quote from our famous Missourians.
And there it is down there. The more you explain it, the less I understand it. Okay, that sounds like Yogi Berra.
Nope. It is Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. Okay, all right.
All
right, well, we're going now.
All right, you go next.
I'll do one. No one goes there these days. It's too crowded.
That sounds like Yogi Berra.
Correct. That's Yogi Berra.
Okay. All right. And there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's tough to make predictions, especially about the future.
Oh, that must be Mark Twain.
Nope.
Okay. Yogi Berra.
Yes, Yogi Berra.
Okay.
You next.
The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
That is definitely Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, correct. Very good. You got one?
Okay, yes. By land, they're not making it anymore.
By land, they're not making it anymore. Yogi Berra.
No. It's Mark Twain.
Oh, okay.
Okay. One more for you.
Okay. When you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Yogi Berra.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, this is my last one.
Last one, okay.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Mark Twain.
Nope.
Yogi Berra.
Nope.
Who was it?
It was Harry Truman, another very famous and very quotable Missourian.
Oh, well, okay. Well, here. Harry Truman.
Oh, President Harry Truman.
All right. Thanks for playing Who Said It?
Hi, this is my library. I love all of the books in my library, but I'm looking for a special one about Edwin Hubble. You should know about Edwin Hubble. He is a famous Missouri astronomer. He discovered all kinds of things, and I have a book somewhere. Oh, there we go. I have a book. It is called The Boy Whose Head Was Filled with Stars, and it's all about Edwin. And I am really excited about this book. It's really nice book. You should see if your library has it. And I'm going to call a friend of mine. His name is Zerbach. He's an alien, and he is a tour guide to the stars. And you can maybe listen into what Zerbach and I talk about. I think he's going to show me some pictures from the Hubble telescope, which was named for Edwin Hubble. It wasn't created by Edwin Hubble, but it was named because he's a very famous and important astronomer. Earth to Zerbach, Earth to Zerbach. This is Leslie here on Earth. Zerbach, are you out there?
Hey, Leslie, good to hear from you.
Hi, Zerbach.
Hey.
I was wondering if you give tours to lots of places. Do you give tours to Nebula?
I sure do.
Well,
Here.
I was kind of interested in a Nebula tour, and I wondered if you had any pictures of Nebula.
I do. Here, look at this one.
Oh, Zerbach, that is beautiful.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Here's another one.
I like those colors.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorites.
Oh, my. Oh.
You know, I got these pictures from the Hubble telescope.
Oh, is that the telescope that's named after Edwin Hubble?
Yeah, Edwin Hubble was from Earth.
I know.
He was from North America.
Yes.
In fact, he was from Missouri.
He was. You seem to know a lot about him.
Yes, he was from Marshfield, Missouri.
He was from Marshfield, Missouri.
I don't have the exact address of his house.
That's quite all right.
But he was an amazing astronomer in extragalactic astronomy.
Extragalactic astronomy, that means that he knows about the extra galaxies that are out there.
Yeah, kind of. You know, the Earth orbits the sun.
Yes.
That sun is actually a star.
I know it is the star in our solar system.
Yes, and it is one of over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy.
Stars. Yes.
Well, Edwin Hubble was the first one to prove that there were other galaxies.
Oh, more galaxies. That's the extragalactic.
Right, and not only that, but those galaxies are all moving away from each other, which means the universe is expanding.
He made a really big contribution to all of the knowledge that we had, and that is why they named the telescope after him, isn't it?
Oh, it's so exciting.
I love the pictures from the Edwin Hubble telescope. Do you have more that you could show me?
Sure. Here's another nebula. And another. Oh, check this one out.
I like that one. Do you happen to have a photograph of the actual telescope itself? Not the pictures from the telescope, but the picture of the telescope?
Yeah, here is the Hubble telescope.
If I remember correctly, it is orbiting Earth right now.
Yes, it is. And it was the first telescope to be based in space, which gets better pictures.
Oh, well, that makes sense. It doesn't have to take photos from quite so far away, and it doesn't have to take photos through the Earth's atmosphere.
Exactly. Hey, Leslie, do you want to go on my nebula tour?
I would love one. Do you have one starting next week?
I do.
Oh, could I go on that one, please?
I'll sign you up.
Thank you, Zerbach. It was very nice to see you.
You too. See you next week.
Bye, Zerbach.
Bye-bye.
I like his spaceship.
Leslie.
Yes, Jay.
You said something about playing a game.
Yes, I thought that since we are here to play, then we should talk about games that we enjoy playing. And I have a game I can teach you how to play right now.
I love games.
This is a game that I made up when I was a small child with my big brother.
Okay.
And we called the game 20 Questions. And I can teach you how to play it really fast. It's going to be a fun game for you to learn how to play. You know how much I like playing this stuff.
Wait a minute. You're saying that you and your brother made up the game 20 Questions?
Yes, we did.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
I mean that it's a common game and a lot of people play 20 questions.
How do you play 20 Questions?
Oh, let's see. Somebody has to guess something.
That would be you.
Me. Okay, I have to guess. But before I guess, I get to ask 20 questions.
And I get to answer 20 questions.
You answer the questions, and then I make my guess.
That's how you play.
All right, I'll play.
All right, what's going to happen is I'm going to hide something under my hat. I'm going to put it right there, and then you have to figure what it is that's hidden under the hat.
Okay, 20 questions.
Promise it won't be my head.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, but you have to leave.
Okay, all right. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. I have to find something to hide under the hat right now. I was going to get something off the toy shelf. This is my toy shelf. I love all the stuff that I have on this shelf, so I will come and see what I have on the shelf. I'll try. Oh, no, that won't work. Okay. Not that. Oh. I'm going to use these. And these are the keys to our car. These are actually Jay's keys to our car. And he doesn't like it when I touch the keys to our car. He thinks if I touch the keys to our car, I'll lose the keys to our car. And I think that's ridiculous. And he thinks if I lose the keys to the car, I'll lose the car. And that definitely is ridiculous. But I am going to hide the keys right there under the hat. Okay, now I need this. Okay. All right. Hoo-hoo, Jay!
All right. Leslie, I am ready to ask some good questions. I had a minute to think back there. This is a good idea.
Yes.
I'm going to show all the people watching the video how to use logical thinking to solve a problem like this.
Okay.
So, what is that?
That is the number 20.
Well, yes, I see that it's the number 20, but what do you do with it?
I ring the bell and I flip the numbers.
Oh, okay. Does this keep track of how many questions are left?
Yes, it does.
Good idea. That way we won't argue about how many questions are left. Now I get it. We got a package from your brother this week.
Yeah.
Is this what was in the package?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it all makes sense. Yeah, you know, it looks like it's homemade. Did he make it himself?
Yes, I believe he did.
Well, wasn't that nice of him?
Yes, it was.
Hey, we're at 14. What are you doing?
I am ringing the bell and flipping the number each time I answer a question.
Did you count the questions I already asked?
Yes, I did.
Oh, no. No, those don't count. That wasn't part of the game. That was talking before the game started. I wasn't ready. Did I say that I was ready?
Well, when you came back in, you said, I'm ready to ask some good questions now. That's a direct quote.
Okay, you're right. I said that, but I meant that I was up for the challenge ready, not let's start the game ready. Don't you know the difference?
No.
Are you telling me I only have 10 questions left?
9. 9 is a German word for no, and it is the number of questions you happen to have left.
Oh, you think you're clever, don't you?
Actually, I am about some things.
Okay, I am telling you now, I wasn't ready. We have not started. We're going back to 20. Now, you reach down, you flip those over, or hold it. can we please go back to 20?
No.
All right. We'll do it your way. 7 questions left. I can do it with 7 questions. Do you know how I'm going to do it?
By asking better questions.
Exactly. Each question cuts the possibilities in half. And I did it again, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Would you stop ringing that bell?
Yes, I will when the game is over.
Is this how you played the game with your brother?
Yes, it is.
Oh, and how did he like it?
He said he got used to it eventually.
How could he get used to it?
By learning to ask good, direct questions.
Oh, sure. Ask good questions. One question left. I am not asking that final question. You didn't play fair. It wasn't right. In fact, Leslie, I've had it with you. I'm going to go for a nice long drive and forget about this whole thing.
Well, I think that this is a really nice time for you guys to figure out what kind of games you and your family enjoy playing
Where
together.
are the keys to the car?
Under the hat! I had no idea you were getting any clues at all. Nicely done, Jay.
Yeah.